today's question number 1262, greatest sum divisible by 3. So given an array nums of integers, we need to find the maximum possible sum of elements of the array such that it is divisible by 3. So we just need to find the maximum possible sum of elements such that it is divisible by 3. So in example 1, we can see that after adding 3, 6, 5, 1 and 8, we are getting 23, which is not divisible by 3. So we need to remove 5 from it and gives out the result to be 18. Now looking on the approach, what we have to do is we have to sum all the elements in the array, and there can be 3 conditions. The first condition is either the remainder is 0. In case if the remainder is 0, then we have to directly give the output as sum. Now the second case is if the remainder is 1. In that case, we have to find a number which is divisible by 3 and gives out the remainder to be 1 and then remove it from the sum. The second condition is if the remainder is 2. Similarly, if the remainder is 2, then we have to find a number in the nums array which gives out the remainder to be 2 by dividing it by 3 and then remove it from the sum and return the sum value. Let's have a look over the approach for the question. Now first we have to initialize the variable 2r and 1r with the integer max value. The 2r will store the value of the number which gives out to be remainder 2 and smallest as possible, and 1r with the number which gives out to be remainder as 1 and smallest as possible. Now after iterating over the array, as we can see, the 16 is the number which satisfies the first condition of giving out to be remainder as 1 after dividing it by 3. And then checking 2r, as 2r initial value was 20,000 and 1r value was also 20,000. So 20,000 plus 16 is greater than 2r 20,000. So 2r remains to be 20,000 in the first condition. Now the 1r is changed to 1r comma num minimum of them. So num value is 16 here and 1r is 20,000. So 1r value is changed to 16 here. Now in the next element 14, this satisfies the second condition of giving out remainder to be 2. So 1r is checked. 1r's value was 16 here and 2r was 20,000. So 20,000 plus 14 is greater than 16. So 1r remains to be 16 here. And 2r value is changed to 2r comma num minimum of them. So here minimum of them is 14. So 2r changed to 14 here. Now the next element 2, this also satisfy the second condition of if statement. So 1r value is changed to 1r comma 2r plus num. So before 2r value was 14. So 14 plus 2 gives out to be 16. So 16 comma 16 minimum of them remains to be 16 here. And 2r value changed to 2. Now in the next element, as we can see, this also satisfies this condition. So 1r value is changed to 1r comma 2r plus num. So here 2r value is 2 and num value is 2. So 1r value is changed to 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 2r value remains to be 2. Now the last element is divisible by 3, so we will not check either of conditions. Now as we can see, the sum comes out to be 67 after adding all the elements in the array, as 67 gives out to be remainder as 1. So what we have to do is just written sum minus 1r, and 1r value was 4 here. Now let's have a look over the code for the question. So first we have to initialize the variable sum with 0 and 1 and 2 with the maximum number as possible. As we can see, num's I value cannot extend 10 to the power 4, so we have initialized the variable 1 and 2 with 10 to the power 4 plus 1. Now we have to iterate over the num array and then add the value to the sum. As we have seen the condition, if num value is divisible by, is giving out the remainder to be 1, then we have to change the value of 2. We have changed the value of 2 by checking 1 plus num, as the one variable is storing a value which is giving out the remainder 1, and as we have checked, the num value also giving out the remainder to be 1. So the remainder 1 plus 1 gives out remainder to be 2, which is stored in 2 in this case, in the case if it is smaller than the previous 2 value. And the following condition similarly as we have discussed before. Now if the sum value is divisible by 3, so just we have to do is return the sum, and if not, then we have to subtract 1 from it in the case if it gives out to be remainder as 1, and 2 in the case if it gives out remainder to be 2. Now we will check the code. So yeah, it's running.